Hey, so real quick this morning, I just want to talk about this because it is on my mind. So the podcast this past week was all about the scale and what you make it mean and whatever. I weighed in on Friday at 246.6 and today is Tuesday and I weighed in at 250. So that's a gain. So the scale messes with me all the freaking time, and only whenever it's a positive number. Whenever it's a positive number, I just go crazy. And not really with my food so much. I just get lax on how much alcohol I can consume, and I think that I can consume more. So I drank Thursday night knowing that Friday morning was going to be a good result because I weigh myself daily. So I did that Thursday night, and then Friday night's Friday night, and there's normally always drinks on Friday night, and same thing with Saturday night. And then on Monday, the scale's up. So should I quit weighing myself on Fridays? Should I stop weighing myself daily? Should I stop weighing myself and just continue doing the things that I'm doing in order to lose weight because they work, and not letting this scale get in my head? How can I work through the issues that I have with the scale? Those are the questions that I'm trying to ask myself. Those are the things that I'm trying to work through in order to get to where I want to go a little bit faster. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. I just wanted to share that with you. Hey guys, it's time to talk about my weigh-in this week. I am at the car wash and things are going to be busy, so I thought this is a good time to just kind of update you on where I am. So last week I weighed in at 246.6 and this week I weighed in at exactly 246.6. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So it was no shock to me that I probably was not going. So recording to the car wash probably isn't a great idea. It wasn't any shock to me that I wasn't going to lose weight this week. I stepped on the scale on Monday and it said like 250 and I was like, holy, wow, that, what did I do? Oh, just too much. I did too much. Too much eating, too much drinking, too much, I don't know what. I was so proud of my 246.6 and then I just blew it all away. Like, knocked that to smithereens. So, 246.6 this week. Check this out. Okay, so I'm not upset about the number. I'm not upset. I know that I'm doing the work. I know that the weight will come off. I know that these things are going to happen. So this week it's just a number on the scale. It's just a little bit of information about how I was doing. That's all it is. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to continue to do the 4 basics. What are the 4 basics? So you drink your 64 ounces of water, you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, you write a realistic plan for 24 hours, you follow that plan, and you follow your hunger scale. You eat 2 to 2. So you eat when you're hungry and you stop when you're satisfied. I'm going to keep doing those things. I know those things work, and I'm going to see good results next week. So my car was dirty when I stepped into this car wash, and it's going to be clean whenever I get out of here. And I'm going to get results kind of like that. Anyway, we'll talk. Let's talk about the podcast. This week's podcast was what I learned about weight loss in 2019. Corinne and Kathy, they go into, there are about 4 different steps about reflecting upon what you learned in 2019. So it's a really good listen, and it's something that you're going to want to write down the questions to, sit down and kind of analyze for yourself what it is that you learned in 2019. So I kind of want to go over the questions with you and talk about what it is that I learned about weight loss in 2019. So the first thing was just to name 5 things that are going right. The reason that we want to do this is because oftentimes we want to beat ourselves up. We want to give us judgment of ourselves. So we maybe we didn't make our goal that we had set for 2019. Maybe we didn't do all the things and we're kind of down on ourselves. The thing is to not get into that judgment mode. We want to give up that judgment, but we want to focus on what went right. So let's talk about the 5 things that went right for me. So number 1 is that I'm making plans. So I started off the year without making any plans. I was just wishing for weight loss. I wasn't doing anything about it. So number 1, I started making plans. Number 2, I found an accountability group. This is a group of people that I get to check in with on a daily basis that keeps me focused on my goals. Whenever I'm not doing the things that I said I would, I have to report back to them. So it kind of keeps me more laser focused in on what it is that I need to do. Number 3 things that's going right, I'm drinking all my water. I was terrible at drinking water until I listened to the podcast. And then there were so many reasons explained to me for drinking water that it just made more sense. So now I have a timer set, and I know at this point in the day I need to be this far into my water. At this point in the day I need to be this far into my water. So I'm drinking all my water. The number 4 thing going right for me is that I'm thinking of ways to level up. So how can I tweak my eating plan? How can I tweak what I'm doing in my life? How can I add more exercise? Just thinking about these different ways in order to level up to make weight loss easier for me. Number 5 is what's going right? I'm down 20 pounds. I created this. I lost 20 pounds since September. So I'm super excited about where I'm going. I'm already down 20 pounds. I might have a lot more left to lose, but I got started. So that's doing something right. So have you made progress? What I would like to know is if you've made progress, what is your comment below? Maybe it is that you started. Maybe you joined a gym and you started going there a few times a week. Maybe you started making meal plans. Maybe you're doing your research into the diet plan that you want to follow for 2020. Whatever it is, if you've made any progress with your weight loss journey that you're on, I'd like to read those comments down below. So number 2, in the process of looking back at the year of 2019 is to where did you want to be on December 31st? So for me, I wanted to be in Queens Club. Queens Club, if you're a member of the PNP tribe, that's what we're called. You can check out the tribe on pnp411.com. That's where there's a link to a free course where you can get the basics into the PNP tribe. But within the PNP tribe, there's this Queens Club, and all that means is that you've lost 25 pounds. I want to be a member of Queens Club by December 31st. I've got a few days left, and I'm hoping I can do it, but I don't know if I can, but I'm doing the work. I'm trying to get there. Where am I now? So again, I'm just going to reiterate this. I'm 20 pounds down. I'm focused on my 2020 goal. I'm ready to get the year started. I'm ready to continue this. And there's no quitting involved. I don't know anything about quitting. So why am I here? And what is going right and what is going wrong? So why I'm here is I want to lose the weight. I want to be able to travel more. And traveling involves a lot of close quarters, tight seats, small luggage. I want smaller clothes that fits into that smaller luggage. I want a smaller butt that fits into that seat. So that's, really why I'm here. That's why I want to lose the weight. I am so happy with myself in every other way. Just my weight is what I think, I could be a lot happier in life if I wasn't having anxiety issues regarding my weight and travel. So what is going right for me? I'm making plans. I'm checking in. I'm not quitting. Whenever I have a bad week, I say, bad week. Let's get it this next week. Let's go on. What's not going right for me is some things that I'm going to work on in this upcoming year is social snacking, social drinking, and then making a protocol. So a protocol is kind of what foods you allow and what foods that you don't allow. What foods need to be an exception for you. Right now, I've kind of just started the program and I said all foods are on the table. I can have whatever I want. So I'd really like to make a protocol and kind of figure out what things should be exceptions. I should only be eating those items once or twice a week because maybe they're not working out for me. So I want to work on making a protocol in the coming year. So at the end of the podcast, I talk about pick one thing you are going to do, pick one thing that you're going to do and figure out how you're going to do it. Pick one thing you are going to do and figure out how you're going to do it. So my one thing that I picked out is that I'm going to level up what I'm doing. I'm going to see if there's ways that I can limit the amount of fast food that I'm eating, maybe eat less French fries, things like that. I'm also going to work on level up my drinking. I need to pull back on that a little bit. Sometimes, I say 2 and it turns into 3. So I need to really hone in on keeping that, at the 2 level. So that is the podcast this week. It was a great listen. If you listened to it, please comment below. Say, yes, I listened to losing 100 pounds with Phit-n-Phat. Let me know that you listen. And that's part of the channel is, or that my weekly weight loss report is good for you. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you next week. It's going to be the last report of 2019. So, do you think that I'm going to hit my goal of 241 or my other goal of less than 240? Comment down below. Am I going to be less than 240, 241, or not make it at all? Thanks, and we'll see you next week.